Hey everyone, as you can tell, this isn't going to be the greatest of an update, and I do want to try to make it quick as possible. I know I haven't done an update since December, and my apologies. I've just been going through a lot mentally, emotionally, and physically, and the past couple of months have been hard, or should I say a few months. I found out that my oral chemo isn't working anymore. The cancer's fighting back at it, and my tumor markers were elevating quite fast. So, and then having to find out I'm gonna have to move to IV chemo, which wasn't part of my plan. Well, I wouldn't say plan, but I was just hoping I wouldn't have to do that again. But come to find out I had to, so I ended up doing radiation in the lower back of my spine, and the side effects of that were horrible. It just took a toll on my body, and it was just difficult to have to deal with, and that's what I mean. It's just all of it just took a mental, emotional, and physical toll. And then they did radiation in my armpit because I had a huge tumor there. So they did that. It did shrink quite a bit, and the healing process of my skin now, I'm dealing with that. And then they did my jaw, as I don't remember if I addressed it in my previous video, but that ended up kind of going down a bit and helping. But then after that had happened, a few days maybe after radiation, I ended up getting this really heavy mucus, and it felt like my throat was burned. And I had thought it was from the radiation, that the radiation burned my throat. And one night it was just too much, and my mom was like, we need to go to the ER, like, you're in a lot of pain. So we ended up going to the ER, but I was hearing people were waiting there for 8 hours. I didn't want to wait there for 8 hours because it was just horrible. I wasn't comfortable. So I just made the decision to go back home and use what medication I had. And we did find a regimen that kind of helps in a way. It's just, I was choking on this heavy phlegm mucus stuff, and every time I would try to spit it out instead of swallowing it, it was excruciating, the pain. It was like my tongue, the back of my throat, my actual throat, like it burned just to spit out that mucus. And there was so much, and it tasted disgusting to the point where I was gagging on it and then like throwing it up. It was horrible. Let's just say that. Like it was horrible. And so ended up taking my medication to kind of help. I did fall asleep that night, and luckily the next day I did have an appointment with my oncologist in Albuquerque, so we were very happy, and that's why I decided to go home, because I knew I would see my oncologist the next day. And we saw him. He looked at my mouth, and he's like, we have to admit you into the ER. You have an infection in your mouth, come to find out. So they took me by ambulance, that way I didn't have to wait in the ER. And they started doing the workup on me, did blood work and everything like that. And I found out that I did have one round of IV chemo, and come to find out that one round of IV chemo bottomed out my white blood cells. I was at like 0 point something something. I had like hardly any blood cells, anything to help fight this infection. And it was like a mucositis and fungal infection in my mouth is what was causing that burning sensation and everything like that. And I did not know that. I I just thought it was from radiation, and I'm lucky that I saw my oncologist and he was able to tell me that I have an infection, and it's pretty bad because my immune system's shot from chemotherapy. They didn't think I would bottom out as hard as I did, so I got admitted into the hospital, and that was last Tuesday. I think I've been here for 13 days now, and there's more to this that I'm going to get to quickly. They started antibiotics and everything, and did workups, everything like that. I got into a room in the adult oncology room, and and that's pretty much what they were doing, was just working on getting this infection controlled. And let me go back to when I was admitted. I think it's been more than 13 days. I don't know. I've lost track. It's been rough here. I'm just going to say that. So I could be wrong on the days that I've been here. So don't mind that. I've just been here for a while. I think it's like almost, I don't know. I've been here for a while. So, but they were trying to get the infection under control. My white blood cells were going up because the infectious disease team wanted to do a biopsy, so they were waiting for my blood cells to get up, but they ended up not having to do that. So, and then after some quiet time that I've been here, my right hip started hurting pretty bad because I'm on Dilaudid. So for my hip to be hurting while I'm on a really heavy pain med means that my hip is hurting pretty bad. Something's going on there. So they did an x-ray. Come to find out, the femur neck bone in your femur, the one that holds all the weight, that bears all the weight when you're walking, it's called the femur neck bone. My right side was pretty bad. The cancer has metastasized it a lot. It's pretty much like weak, I would say. So they ended up coming up with a plan. I had to see orthopedic, and I ended up having to get surgery to stabilize my femur neck bone, because there was a chance if I didn't do the surgery and I go home, I could fracture my hip, and then it becomes into a bigger surgery to where I'm going to have a full hip replacement, and then that delays my chemo even more. So my oncologist gave the green light to do the stabilization of my hip, and so that would give time for my jaw to heal still, because it's still kind of infected, and that would give time for my hip to heal as well. So it's kind of like two birds in one stone type thing. So he gave it okay, and because that was my main concern, was trying to get back on chemo and just not let the cancer spread more than it has already, just by not having any sort of chemo being done or having any sort of treatment being done. So now it's just recovering from this surgery. Doing some PT. I did have PT today. I had to walk a bit because I can put weight on it, and that's what they want me to do. They want me to put weight on it. That way it strengthens it. And I do some exercises in bed, moving my leg and everything like that. And what ended up happening also is when they put the tube in my mouth, they kind of stretched out my mouth farther than what I could. So now I'm back to kind of talking with my jaw kind of closed, because it hurts to move my jaw more than how you normally talk. And also drinking anything burns, eating anything burns. So we're back to that. We think it's just because it's the tube they had to put in for the surgery. So it's slowly healing. They're giving me antibiotics still, for my mouth, my infection, because I want my white blood cells to go back up. And I did lose some blood during surgery, so today I did have to have a blood transfusion. So I got some more blood in me, because I didn't have as much as I should. And it's been rough. I'd say that I don't know how to deal with this. I'm doing the best I can. I put on a brave face. I put on a strong face, because this is not what I had planned for my life. This is not what I didn't think I would end up here. I didn't think any of this would happen. So, and then now, as you can tell, I've lost quite a bit of hair because of chemo. I'm back to that. That's happening again. I know everyone keeps telling me it's gonna grow back. It's hair, but once you've gone through it, you'll understand. And then having to go through it a second time, it's just rough. It's been rough. And I'm very grateful to have my family by my side. People coming to visit me, and people sending me stuff just to help me through this. Because I keep saying the word rough, because it is. I've never had to go this far with my cancer, and I just want to go back to how things were before I had cancer. And I just don't know. I'm trying to take it day by day. Trying to do that. That's all I can do. It's the only thing I can do, because I'm here in the hospital. It's just... I'm just super grateful for everyone that has come by, that anyone has checked up on me, that's texted me to see how I'm doing, just anyone that's just sat with me, just to sit with me, and just everything. I appreciate it so much, and I hate that I'm here. That's all I have to say. I just hate that I'm here. And so far, that's the latest update. I'm in the hospital. I don't have a day of when I'll be discharged, because this is still tender. My hip is still recovering. It's just day by day. But I will continue to fight. I will continue to keep doing what I need to do to be able to recover and get home, and keep fighting this. So that's the latest update. I'll be putting, of course, the links in my bio. If you could donate, that would be amazing. I would appreciate it very much. If you can't, I understand. You don't have to. It's not, I know everyone's busy and has their own things to deal with. But I thank everyone that's still following my journey, that's still here, that's still sending me words of encouragement, sending me words of just comfort and everything, and I appreciate that so much. You guys don't know how much it means to me. I see your comments. I try to get back to them, but I'm getting so tired just with the medication, just with everything they're having me do, and I see it. Don't worry, I will try to comment back and everything like that, but so far, this is what's going on. This is what's happening, and I just thank everyone for being in my corner and just helping out the best way you can, even if it's just words, like I said, of encouragement and comfort. And I want to thank you all and continue following my journey, because I wonder if there's someone else going through this and they need this. They don't know what to do either, and if they find my videos comforting, then that's what I'm here for. And it's just, I thank you all so much. And from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate every single one of you so much. Have a good day.